What is up, everybody? Today we are back on Minecraft, and today we aren't actually playing Minecraft. I mean, I guess I am in the background, but I'm not technically as I'm talking, because today's video has nothing to do with Minecraft, and it has all to do with yet another story time video that I am making for all of you guys. So I think that this is like my third most recent one, right, because I've made two of them very recently in the past, and you guys seem to absolutely love my stories for whatever reason, and so I figured that today we would go ahead and I would bring you another one for you guys to enjoy. Now, all of these stories, I think so far, have taken place almost entirely in high school, right, which was a couple of years ago, and so this one is no different. So this one is actually about the time I ripped my pants. Now let's go ahead and pause really quick. So if any of you guys have ever met me in real life, like at a convention or something, or you guys know me in real life, you know that I virtually always excuse me I virtually always wear shorts. Now, the reason for that is twofold, right? Number one, I just think shorts are more comfortable, right? I think that everybody who's ever worn like sports shorts to jeans knows that sports shorts are just a million times more comfortable. And when I'm going to class, I'm not really particularly trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to be comfortable. And number two, I've just had a traumatic experience with jeans in the past. You know what I'm saying? And so that is what this story is here. So let's go ahead and we'll flash back a couple of years, back to when I was in high school. And yeah, contrary to popular belief, I'm not like 90 as most of you guys probably think. I'm actually only 20. So high school really wasn't that long ago, just a couple of years. And anyway, okay, so moving on. So I was actually wearing jeans in high school. I don't even remember why I was wearing jeans. Maybe there was some kind of like event or something, but I was breaking my normal dress code, which was to wear shorts, and I was wearing jeans on this day. Now, because I don't wear jeans very often, I have like a very limited selection of jeans to wear, and the particular pair of jeans I had, I think, or the particular pair of jeans I was wearing on this day were, you know, a little bit old and were a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for here? Restrictive, meaning that they were kind of tight, right? And so what I didn't realize when you wear long pants, because, you know, I was back in high school and I hardly ever wore long pants, and so I didn't have like the experience, if you will, of like long pants wearage. And so I was wearing like these slightly tighter than normal, I feel like you could say, jeans. Now, to be fair, okay, time out. Back when I went to high school, a lot of people didn't wear like skinny jeans, and I know a lot of people wear those now, but like that wasn't a common thing that people wore back then. And so I was wearing, you know, probably tighter than average jeans on this day. But that's beside the point, right? Nobody knows how tight my jeans were except for me. The point is that they were a little bit snug. And me, being the smart high schooler that I was, didn't seem to realize that there are definitive things that you cannot do in jeans that you can do in shorts. And one of those things, as I'm about to tell you right now, is you cannot take stairs too many at a time, right? So typically when you're wearing shorts, it doesn't really matter what you do, right? You can do squats, you can jump, you can run, you can dance, you can do whatever, and you can most definitely take like 2 or 3 stairs at a time, right? Like when you're going up the stairs, you can skip 2 or 3 steps with each step, and it's just a longer stride, but it's easy to do as long as, you know, you got those big man leg muscles or whatever, or I guess those lady leg muscles too, right? Because some ladies are stronger than me, no doubt. But anyway, whatever you got to do to get up those stairs, right, you can do it like 2 or 3 at a time. Now, this is where I messed up, y'all. So, essentially what happened was, I was going up some stairs, right, and I think it was like towards like the very, very beginning of the day, and I was going up some stairs, and I was wearing my they weren't new, but like my skinny sort of jeans, and I just took the first step, I swear to you, the first step going up these stairs, and boom, it happened. Now, if any of you guys have ever had your pants rip, you just know what it's like, right? Like, you hear the noise, you're like, oh crap, this just got real bad real fast. And I had that exact experience the first day, or like the first 20 minutes I was in school. Boom, these babies ripped, and now I had an emergency. Right? Like, what do I do? What do you do when your pants rip in the middle of a crowded hallway trying to go up some stairs? You just play it off, right? You just walk up the stairs like normal, because depending on where the rip is, right, it can be more or less obvious. So, I was blessed. I was kind of blessed in how my jeans ripped, in such that they ripped like right up the crotch in such a fashion where you could really only see it if I was sitting down. Now, for all of you guys who are currently in school, which I'm assuming is most of you, you know that you have to sit down most of the day. Now, it becomes especially challenging when you sit in like those desks where it's like open-faced, you know, and like everybody can see underneath your desk. So anyway, point is, after that, I had to go to Spanish class. And so I was going to Spanish class, yada yada. I walked to Spanish class, okay, because I had figured out like a weird waddle type of walk that allowed me to get to class without having, you know, my newly found rip exposed. And so I went straight to class and I sat down and I was doing A-okay. But in my Spanish class, for any of you guys who are in high school Spanish, it might still be like this, but in my Spanish class, we always had to stand up and sing. Now, one thing that I hadn't realized, or one thing I failed to realize, is that when I was walking, I could hide it pretty well, but for some reason, like the nature of the rip, I couldn't stand up. I know that doesn't make sense, but and I can't remember exactly how the rip was, but for some reason, like if I wasn't walking, you know, like maybe because when I was walking, I had like my books in front of me, and so it was easier to hide, but when I was in class, I couldn't hide it without my books. And obviously I couldn't put my books in my lap, like at the desk, because that would just be weird, like I have the desk there. And so everybody would know something was up. But anyway, point is, in Spanish class, we had to stand up to sing, and when the song came on for us to all, like, stand up and start singing and whatnot, I just sat there. And my Spanish teacher was, like, super enthusiastic, super high energy, super awesome. She was amazing, and I love her to this day. But she was like, James, stand up and sing. And I was like, nah, I'm not feeling it today, I'll pass. And she said, James, stand up and sing. You know, she just really wasn't letting it go. She wanted me to stand up and sing. And so I was like, okay. And I stood up, and like I was up for a quarter second, and she was like, oh, no, sit down. And boom, I just sat right back down, and that was it. And and like eventually people caught on, because like it wasn't really like a huge secret, right? Like, so the rip was in such that like you could see my boxers, but my boxers were like they were concealing enough where you couldn't see anything but the boxers, right? And so, like, depending on how I sat and depending on how I stood, I could conceal it pretty well. Anyway, long story short, I just sat back down for the rest of Spanish class, and then right after that, I booked it off to the gym where I had like some shorts in my locker, and I think that was probably the last day I wore jeans to high school. So anyway, no, not really, but like I just don't wear jeans a lot, and it's not entirely because of this story, because like I mean they're just not as comfortable, right? Am I right? Am I right? Thank you. So. Anyway, that wasn't the last time I wore jeans. I still do wear jeans occasionally, especially when it's like super cold outside. But like for the most part, I don't wear jeans, and that is just kind of my really quick story on when I ripped my pants in high school, which was kind of you know, just one of those things that happens to you that you never forget. So anyway, this was just another story time that I figured I would bring to all of you guys. You guys have seemed to love them in the past, and so I figured I'd bring you guys another one. If you guys did like this one and you guys want to see some more story time videos from me, make sure you guys leave me some love down below, because your guys' support really does help me out and really lets me know that you guys enjoy these. And if you guys have not already, make sure you subscribe for some more of these, as well as some Minecraft console content, coming out later as always. So I appreciate all of you guys watching, and I will see all of you later. Bye. Peace.